Newshour Special Edition.
Good evening, you're what News Hour Special Edition. I'm Madhavdas Gopalakrishnan. The top story that we're debating this hour is the comments that have been made by Rahul Gandhi. Has he, in a sense, insulted the Indian Parliament on foreign soil? And also the controversy of Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman while on tour in flood-hit Karnataka. We'll be debating both these stories. But first, a look at the headlines.
Today, members of Parliament do not have power. Today, laws are made by the Prime Minister's office.
Rahul Gandhi courts another controversy, slams Parliament productivity while delivering a speech in the United Kingdom. BJP slams Rahul for insult to India, reminds him of his hug and wink routine. No relief from flood politics after Nirmala Sitharaman lashes out at Karnataka Minister in Kodagu. Massive war of words erupts. Congress and JDS question the outburst. Sanatan conspiracy unraveled. Cops decode encrypted messages used by accused for communication while hatching mass murder plot.
कब्र से निकालकर पीएम कराने की बात कही गई है, जिस संबंध में हमारे द्वारा परिवारजनों से बात की जा रही है.
Fresh development in the Unnao rape case. Foul play is alleged after key witness dies under mysterious circumstances. Body of the witness to be exhumed for post-mortem.
You're watching the Newshour Special Edition.
Congress Chief Rahul Gandhi continues to court controversies on his European tour after his Muslim Brotherhood comment. Now the Congress president took on the Parliament, criticizing parliamentarians' levels of debates in the House. In a speech at the London School of Economics, he further said that to change the level, there is a need to give lawmaking powers to parliamentarians other than the Prime Minister and his ministers.
Congress Chief Rahul Gandhi has quoted yet another controversy. First, it was the RSS Muslim Brotherhood jibe that left the BJP and allies fuming. The outrage over his comment had not even died down yet, and came another insult, and this time for the entire Indian Parliament.
Is that today members of Parliament do not have power. They do not have power to make laws. Today, laws are made by the Prime Minister's office, by the ministers, and by a set of bureaucrats.
So it means that our constitution is very poor.
No, it means that we need to make our members of Parliament actually powerful.
After Congress President Rahul Gandhi said that perhaps the level of discourse was going down in the Indian Parliament and the Indian parliamentarians were not making laws anymore, the government has come out and attacked Rahul Gandhi severely. The government has also reminded Rahul Gandhi of his wink and hug inside the Parliament that was done during the no confidence motion, and also said that it was perhaps you who have brought down the level of discourse in the Indian Parliament.
While the Congress and its allies are attempting damage control, defending and justifying his comments,
you should have asked this question when Mr. Narendra Modi addressed the gathering in Madison Square. Did you ask the question then?
Let's not call it he mocked it. Because if the story goes on, baat niklegi to dur talak jayegi. Who started speaking on foreign soil that nothing happened in 70 years in India? We remember that. People might have forgotten or chosen to forget. Idea is he spoke about the level of debate. Do we have a Hiren Mukherjee today? Do we have that kind of debate?
One should not take it as Mr. Rahul Gandhi mocking at Parliament as a whole. He tried to bring out a point. PMO has become the power center, and the other ministers appear that they don't have any power. That is what he tried to explain.
the NDA is up in arms, reminding Rahul of his own deeds in the Parliament, demanding an apology.
First of all, he should have not spoken outside of the country. That is internal issue. Secondly, we are in majority. Who will make the laws? We will make the laws. When they were majority, they made the laws.
It's very unfortunate that leader of the Congress party and like Rahul Gandhi, he's supreme leader of a Congress national party, going on the abroad and talking ills about India, demeaning India. I think he should say sorry to the nation.
The question is, with his past records, will Rahul be able to justify what he's preaching? Bureau Report, Times Now.
You're watching the News Hour Special Edition, Debate Number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And joining us for more on the story are our panelists. Aman Sinha, spokesperson of the BJP, is with us. Shehzad Poonawala, lawyer, joins us here in our studio. Abdul Razak Khan, spokesperson of the JDS, joins us live. We also have with us in our studio Ashutosh Mishra, senior journalist, and Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst. Let me get straight to this debate. Let me begin with you, Tehseen. The question is this. Rahul Gandhi has made a huge remark over there when he questions the standards of parliamentary debates. The whole country, though, perhaps wants to ask him. We have seen his entire hug and wink that he actually had on the floor of the parliament a few days ago. Was that a very high standard of parliamentary debate?
I'll explain to you what a high standard and low standard is. Tell me what standard is, and you know that I have several differences of opinion with Shehzad and Aman Bhai. But is it standard operating procedure that the Honourable Prime Minister goes to Europe and says, "Ke main 60 saal ka kachra saaf kar raha hu"? The Honourable Prime Minister said this in Europe. Come on, Shehzad, do you agree with this kind of nonsense?
No, I will come to what Prime Minister said. But what about Rahul's own track record? I'm coming to Rahul's own track record.
60 years ka kachra? Is this country kachra that Prime Minister?
This is called typically doing a Rahul. Doing a Rahul means he goes to US, demeans India. Instead of attacking Modi, he goes and attacks Indian institutions. He's done it in Bahrain. He's done it in Hamburg when he insulted the entire Muslim community and said that ISIS people are actually created because there's joblessness. So I think this kind of statement is called doing a Rahul. This is typically Rahul.
One second. You may debate what Rahul said about ISIS or not, whether that's debatable. And Madhav, you have a right to hold a debate on it. Can you have any debate on what the Honourable Prime Minister said in South Korea? In 60 years, no one was proud to be Indian. I mean, Madhav, how long have you been?
He said nobody was proud of their government because of the way they were looting India, and today there is a self-respect. There's nothing wrong in that statement. But why criticize a parliamentary institution like Parliament? That Parliament, which is the temple of democracy, I think parliamentary privilege motion should be moved against.
And the temple of democracy, the Honourable Prime Minister is never attending the temple of democracy.
Oh, really?
Every time the parliamentary session is on, the Prime Minister
that was exactly my next point.
Parliament, debating in Parliament, and doing a lot of work for
the Prime Minister visa on arrival to come to India.
Okay. Let me bring in other panelists as well. Ashutosh Mishra, a very pertinent point that has been raised here by Shehzad, and I just want to add a few facts to this. Are you aware what the number of questions raised by Rahul Gandhi is, the number of debates he has participated in, and his attendance, which is the standard parameters of the performance of any parliamentarian? Are you aware of this, Ashutosh Mishra?
So the
or do you want me to? No. Do you want me to give you the details? No, one second. His attendance is. One second. Let me tell our viewers. Since you are not aware, let me tell our viewers. The attendance, first of all, is about 52%. The number of debates that he has participated as a third-time Lok Sabha MP is about 12. And the number of questions raised is 0. Now, is that a high standard of parliamentary performance? Please tell me, Mr. Ashutosh Mishra.
So what he was talking about was something that we saw on national TV, where a senior citizen who does not have any rational arguments is making a burlesque caricature and mimicry of a young parliamentarian instead of answering the questions.
Ashutosh, why doesn't he practice what he preaches?
That is what is happening.
Who is that person?
A first-time MP is unable to get above the provincial level of electoral politics, and he makes contrived insults like Namdar, Kamdar, and those sort of abuse is the best defense. That is what BJP does. And that's what Rahul Gandhi is talking about.
No, but he should also practice what he preaches, don't you think?
Have you heard him ever mocking or abusing people?
What about his own
when he takes a hug out of love?
When he justifies ISIS, when he compares RSS with Muslim Brotherhood.
That is the ideology he is comparing. That is what you don't understand.
What Rahul Gandhi has done
it does not mean when he compares ISIS with RSS, it's like if he says that you आपको जो है रावण की तरह घमंड है, उसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि you have 10 heads and 10 hands. It simply means that you have the same dictatorial.
Madhav.
Okay.
We are the biggest democracy in the world. The Parliament is the temple of democracy, and to
yes, Aman Sinha, go ahead. Floor is yours, Aman Sinha, go ahead.
Madhav, we are the biggest democracy in the world. We pride ourselves for that. Parliament is the temple, highest temple of our democracy, and the way Rahul Gandhi is insulting this highest temple of our democracy, it is absolutely abhorring. And so not only does it call for privilege, because Parliament is constituted by each and every voter of this country, and is insulting each and every voter of this country. And not only does it warrant a privilege which the party will surely consider and bring in when the House assumes. But let me say that what Mr. Rahul Gandhi has done by making such a wild, sweeping, insulting statement against the Parliament, against the parliamentarians of the country, is that he has insulted each and every citizen, and he has insulted the highest temple of our democracy, which is the Parliament of the country. And let me tell you that BJP will surely consider bringing a privilege motion for insulting the Parliament.
One second. Okay, Shehzad wants to show something. Shehzad, first tell us what exactly are you trying to show us here?
This is Rahul Gandhi raising the level of debate by going to sleep in Parliament, and there are several such instances when he's gone to sleep in Parliament instead of speak in Parliament, and therefore when you sleep in Parliament and then you say the level of the debate has fallen, I think Parliament has become snooze time for some people. Either they are not attending or they are attending because of late night party. Was it late night party? Late night party? Late night party? Is it late night party?
When he was walking till yesterday about people reading.
See, should not attend late night parties when coming to Parliament.
Okay, one second. Let's just
those who today are are showing videos and articles on their newspaper, kindly focus on this. Occasions when PM Narendra Modi insulted India. He insulted India on so many occasions. Today you come here, give us a master class on what is patriotism, Rashtravad. Why did you all insult? First give this speech. Aman Bhai, were you insulted of the Indian passport?
Do not make irresponsible and defamatory statements
Indian passport is
the Prime Minister of the country.
A family was thrown out of an airlines because they were Indian. Prime Minister did nothing. Today, what are you talking about? The Prime Minister goes abroad and mocks the country. In Japan, he said people are going to hammer him for giving a Gita. Why would somebody hammer him?
I want to quickly bring in one second. Tehseen, I want to quickly bring in Abdul Razak Khan. One second. I want to bring in Abdul Razak Khan as well. Abdul Razak Khan, the question that is being asked over here is that when Rahul Gandhi comes out and says that members of parliament should be allowed to legislate and actually enact laws, which party has actually taken away that right from them? Is it the central government or is it the opposition parties who have been stalling session after session of this parliament?
Is there one bill or amendment that has been passed in the Modi Sarkar with the consensus of the opposition? Has the opposition been consulted even once?
Well, several bills have been passed about session, sir.
The democratic temple, the parliament.
What has been passed in this session?
Let me explain to you, wherever Modi ji goes,
there is a constitutional
he has always said,
how a law is going to be enacted, and each and every law is put through that process, and only after that it becomes an enactment. You are ignorant about ABC of law, just like your leader, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, and again demeaning the entire parliament of the country.
And for the first time, we had to have an election for deputy chairman of RSS.
Sir, any bill that you have passed,
when somebody who claims to be leader of opposition starts drinking in parliament, when somebody who claims to be leader of opposition starts creating a country,
you have taken incompetence.
That is where the dignity of the parliament, the level of debate of the parliament is lower.
One second, Ashutosh.
You have to take
one second.
पार्टी के अंदर चुनाव नहीं करा सकते, राज्यसभा में चुनाव हो रहा है, बोले डिक्टेटोरियल
चुनाव हुआ ना राज्यसभा का, तो फिर प्राइम मिनिस्टर के रिमार्क्स क्यों एक्सपंज किए गए? दिस इज द प्राइम मिनिस्टर हु इज द फर्स्ट प्राइम मिनिस्टर whose remarks were expunged from Rajya Sabha. I mean, this is the level that the temple of democracy has fallen down.
Listen, you can make all kinds of distortions in the debate.
Sue me if it was not expunged.
One second, I am telling you, whatever may be the cause, is it justified for Rahul Gandhi to insult an institution of which he is a member? Why has he said that there is no law-making power of parliamentarians that he not have?
Is it justified for the prime minister?
Okay, one at a time. Let's get Abdul Razak Khan in as well. Abdul Razak Khan, the question is this. You've still not answered the question. Ultimately, opposition parties are also equally responsible for running the house. Rahul Gandhi says that the members of parliament are not able to participate in the legislation process. shouldn't opposition parties, including the Congress, his own party, shouldn't they also take responsibility for it, sir?
Yes, they have to take responsibility, but only if the BJP allows them. Has the ruling party allowed them to talk? Have they taken anything into consideration? Have they taken into confidence?
Who has stopped them from talking?
No,
once again, who has stopped them from talking?
If BJP allows us to work,
did you form a select committee as requested by the opposition?
Is that the solution to lawmaking?
With concerns of people of this country, if the Congress party is
When
only
you
interested
table
in
the bill,
winking
you
and
have to
creating a
debate on that.
drama,
I want to
why
ask
does it
Mr.
come to
Abdul
us?
Razak Khan and other panelists who are supporting Rahul Gandhi. This is the report of the Hindu.
Congress
Most
party does
productive
not
session
want
of Lok Sabha was
structure
last
or
session
debate on any
since
issue.
the year
Because
2000.
they have to
If Lok Sabha was not seeing good debates, if bills were not being passed by parliamentarians together, how could it be the most productive session? How could it be the most productive session?
Because that was the one time the government reached out to the opposition, and what did the government do?
You are contradicting Mr. Abdul Razak. You contradicted Abdul Razak.
I'll tell you what it did. It ended the session by making its own allies disrupt Lok Sabha.
You and
this
Abdul
is the
Razak
first time
decide
the
who's right.
government has disrupted Lok Sabha, and Speaker Sunitra Mahajan is the most biased speaker. She acts like a BJP
God, you might be sued for parliamentary privilege.
Please tell her to call me to parliament.
Abdul Razak Khan, Tehseen Poonawala himself is contradicting you.
No, I'm not contradicting.
Of course, you're saying that opposition government are talking.
Opposition cooperated, they backstabbed the opposition by making their
He's doing a Rahul. He's doing a Rahul. Contradicting himself.
I'd rather do a Rahul than do a Modi.
What did the BJP do in Rajya Sabha? Just to try and fool the Muslims that they are with Muslim women. They bring the triple talaq bill on the last day. If you could have majority,
the amendments were included. Why didn't you pass it with the amendments?
A day earlier, when you can get your deputy chairman elected, why couldn't you get that bill passed?
Because they don't want to. That's
okay, one at a time. Aman Sinha. Okay, one at a time. Aman Sinha, please respond to that. One at a time, gentlemen.
By our adversaries, Madhav.
Yes. Go ahead, Aman Sinha.
Yes, Madhav, the triple talaq bill could not be passed because Congress and other opposition parties were opposing it. And therefore, despite a clear judgment and directions of the Supreme Court, despite the fact that Muslim women are sisters and are suffering this, the Congress party is trying to worsen their plight.
Day one, Modi ji is the most powerful man in the world. Next day, Modi ji can't pass a bill. Same house. ये क्या हो गया? क्या हो गया? ट्रिपल तलाक हो गया सारे allies के साथ.
What do you mean by Modi ji can't pass the bill? Large number of bills have been passed.
The day before that, Modi ji was the most
in Rajya Sabha, you have been opposing bills which are in best national interest of the country. You should be answerable. Why Congress party has been opposing
Rahul Gandhi and Congress?
That is exactly the point. The point is Modi is giving a wrong bill which nobody likes, and that's why he knew that it is wrong. That's why it was
liking. Is this bill for your liking?
Yes.
Or is it to give justice to the women?
Justice for Muslim women.
I mean, what does Ashutosh Mishra not like in the bill?
It's in the.
How come triple talaq bill is affecting you? How is it affecting you? I want to know. I want to know how it's affecting you.
Muslim women are as much part of my nation as
then pass that bill for them and even take on nikah halala.
Gentlemen, one at a time.
Remember that in Lok Sabha, they are harming women everywhere. Remember that.
Pass the women's reservation bill. You have the majority. The Congress has come out and said we will support you.
Shankar Prasad has told very clearly, let us pass a comprehensive bill with nikah halala triple talaq.
One at a time. Ashutosh and Tehseen, I'm requesting both of you don't talk over each other. Nobody can understand. We both shout at the same time.
Exactly.
I'm just requesting you, please, let's maintain little decorum. Let's not lower the standard of this debate at least. Please, let's not lower the standard of this debate. Let's keep some level at least. I understand this is an issue that really can get everyone emotional, but one at a time. The basic question that we're asking at the end of the day, and Abdul Razak Khan, you can answer this. When Rahul Gandhi goes on foreign soil, what he has effectively done is that he has brought down the stature or the standard of an institution that everybody looks up to, the parliament, which everyone knows is the temple of democracy in this country. Abdul Razak Khan.
Madhav, you look at what he is trying to convey. What he is trying to convey is when he spoke yesterday about jobs and employment. Because of unemployment, so many things are happening. Now the BJP people had to answer about employment, but they took up the other part of the statement that he made, and they just made hangama out of it. Now,
what
you
Mr.
answer
Rahul
me,
Gandhi
where are
was
the
trying
jobs?
to convey yesterday was
Will Aman Sinha
justifying
answer?
acts of
Where are the
terror,
jobs?
justifying terrorism and creating some ground for ISIS to exist. This is what Rahul Gandhi,
Sir,
who claims
you
himself to be
forget
leader of
the second part
opposition
of
of
the
India,
statement.
was trying to do on a
Answer to
foreign
me the
soil.
first part of the
Today what he
statement.
has done is
Where are the
that he
jobs?
has demeaned and
You are just
defamed
hoodwinking
the
the
Parliament
people
of
of the
India,
nation.
which is constituted
You
by
are
each
just
and every
hoodwinking
voter of
the
this
people of the
country,
nation.
and
You
therefore
are
insulting each and every citizen of this country, and also denigrating, also insulting the Parliament of India, and therefore the BJP will surely consider bringing a privileged motion
Let's
I just want to give one last proof. That Rahul Gandhi is the
We're almost
person.
out of time. Okay.
Rahul Gandhi is the person. He
He
did not even spare his own Prime Minister Manmohan Singh when he tore up the ordinance while Mr. Manmohan Singh was away. And that is the insult of parliamentary procedure and tradition and legislation. This is the insult that he did. This was the insult he did.
Okay. One of you respond.
Today they are feeling bad for Manmohan Singh in Parliament. Who said Manmohan Singh takes a shower with a raincoat? And these people have insulted
He said Manmohan Singh is Bedag.
And today,
He said Manmohan Singh is Bedag. This is a compliment, not an insult.
Now you have the compliment. It's not an insult. Now you have respect. He apologized for that. But have you apologized for the insults on Manmohan Singh?
You apologized for tearing up a piece of legislation.
A piece of legislation that put criminals out. You all got
Then why did Rahul Gandhi say I went to Manmohan Singh and I said sorry?
He of course apologized for his
because
behavior.
you always think that family above Parliament. Family first, Parliament second, country last. This is the
Okay. On that note, we have to wrap up this discussion. Certainly, of course, this has been an extremely engaging discussion. We will, of course, have to see what comments Rahul Gandhi further makes, because it certainly seems that the lectures that he's delivering across Europe are certainly generating a lot of heated political debates back home here in India. Stay tuned. Another debate on the other side of this break.